Hello, this is Dave Dog, back with Road to Glory and Bradford Park Avenue. As I say in the title, lots of goals. More about that in a minute. So the last episode, we had a comfortable home win against Boreham Wood. We then had the FA Cup fourth qualifying round tie against Notts County, where we went down 2-0. Not a bad performance, but Notts County showed they were the better side, finishing a couple of chances, and a big crowd of 7,011 got us a lot of money. Probably about £90,000 we got out of that, so greatly received, although we went out of the FA Cup. The next game was away game to Buxton and a narrow 2-1 win. Let's just have a look at that one. Went behind early in the second half to a penalty, 56 minutes, but Florio got his first goal for the club from a Jordan Fiora corner 2 minutes later and got us back on terms. 74th minute, Keenley side made it 2-1 and Trusty had one chalked off in added time. 2-1, 23 shots we had in that game. We're going away now and playing positive. Only 7 on target though. Look at the XG, 4 XG, and we managed to get 2. So finishing is a little bit of a problem. We really should have won that game a lot easier than that. Keenley side coming on a sub gets the man of the match with the winning goal at 9.3. That's a high mark coming on a sub. Such was the importance of that goal. It gets him the man of the match. But good performances from Florio, who also scored, and Fiora at 7.3. Banks starting this one didn't play so well at 6.4. McGee playing right back. We've tinkered with the defence a little bit, not quite getting things right, and we definitely need a right back, and we're still on looking for that. So the next game started a run of truly remarkable home games, and the 23 in 3 that the title refers to. The first one, 4-4 home to Spennymoor, and it's since we changed the tactic to this. It's classed as a 4-2-2-2. So McIntyre or Claxton are playing now as an advanced wing back. We've got the 3 centre backs really, but Fielding playing as right back on this occasion. Then the 2 in midfield, Fiora and Greenwell. 2 supporting the attackers, Keenley side on the right. As I've said before, what I'd want to play is a 4-4-2, but Trusty can't play in this midfield left side position, and Keenley side can't play on the right either. So we have to put them further forward. Trusty wanted to play all last season, was on about playing as a shadow striker. It certainly made a difference to his game, more like his old form. He did have a bad injury last season. Maybe that was something to do with it. Vokes opened the scoring for Spennymoor on 6 minutes. Keenley side equalised on 9. Then Trusty put us in front on 20. 3-1 was the score after 28 minutes. And Atwood scoring his first goal. Not mentioned him, have I? Scored on his debut. New player we've got in as central defender. Scored the 4th goal. 25 years old, brought him in for cover. I thought we were a bit light in defence. Sams is not under contract this season. He's on a month-by-month contract, so he could go at any time. Morty Atwood played last season for Blythe and a few seasons before that. Solid player, 46 games, 1 goal, 4 assists, 6.76. He's done all right for us so far. One of the reasons I bought him as well, he was a former Leeds youth player, although never played. They got one back just before half-time to make it 4-2, and then things went to pot. We used our usual, don't be complacent, half-time team talk. Players responded to that, but give credit to Spennymoor, they certainly came back, and 2 further goals from them on 54 and 66 got them a point. 22 shots, 9 on target, 3.78 XG, but they got 4 goals from 1.15, so we've got to give them credit. They were certainly good goals. Dropping points there in that home game. We then went to Braintree and it was the opposite, a narrow 1-0 win, and again should have been more. 16 shots, 8 on target, 2.56 XG, but only the 1 goal from Trusty on 61 minutes. You couldn't say that they were without chances. They had 1.47 XG. Overall, we deserved to win the game, but a narrow 1-0 win. Defensively, we were really good in this one, and this is where because of the poor performances at right back, we changed to a back three. This has been our formation recently, so Claxton moving on as wing back. Fiora and Greenwell midfield, Keenly side trusted, Donaghy and Westy. Those front four are really making the difference this season. Trusty gets the man of the match narrowly from Keenly side. So all going well. We then had the next home game, more goals. 5-2 against Scunthorpe. Scunthorpe were in good form coming into this game. I think they were third or fourth in the table. What a game this was. We got an early penalty on 11 minutes from Westwood. Westwood then had one disallowed on 21. Lowe, who was a good player for Scunthorpe, equalised just before half-time. The game was certainly living up to its billing of a top clash. But the second half, we blew them away. I don't know what happened, but we certainly clicked. Keenly side on 63, Trusty on 73, Westwood 76, Westwood again on 80. Keenly side and Claxton with 2 assists apiece. A hat-trick in the end for Westwood. So coming back to form, he'd been a bit quiet. Tierney got one back on 90+1. A most comprehensive performance, and we were really efficient in this one. 6 shots on target, 2.84 XG, but 5 goals. Scunthorpe 1.97 XG, making it with their 2 goals. So that was a really good performance. Of course, Westwood man of the match at 9.6. Donaghy not playing so well at 6.5. And McIntyre came on for Claxton and also did well. This was a truly remarkable performance against a top side. So then we went to Brackley away, and we're keeping it tight away from home. Same formation with the 3 centre backs. Basically, yeah, the same team. Sams, Atwood and Florio. So Florio doesn't look like he's liking this playing on this left side. Keenly side opened the scoring on 28 minutes. 5 minutes later they equalised. An own goal in added time of the first half from Fletcher made us 2-1 leaders at half time. Greenwell, lots of assists to his game this season, but getting on the score sheet again. Claxton providing the assist. He's been putting some great crosses in as Claxton. It's a real battle between him and McIntyre for that left wing back spot. Again, Florio not playing so well on the left side, so I may switch Sams back. But Greenwell was the man of the match in this one, 7.7 with a goal and an assist, and subbed off near the end as he was flagging a little bit. We're still unbeaten, and the next away game was in the FA Trophy second round, Banbury away. 2 goals from Trusty in this one. It was a bit tight. We didn't make it safe until the first minute of added time, and then to make it a little bit nervy, Vigas, their sub, scored on 90+3, but we saw it out. We should have been more comfortable than the 2-1 scoreline. Trusty, the man of the match with 2 goals. Shadow striker is definitely his position. Claxton didn't play well, went off, and McIntyre came on and set up the second goal. So certainly winning games, but defence is certainly not 100%. And the next home game was a real cracker. Gateshead just outside the playoffs, and 5-3, bringing up the 23 goals in 3 home games. We set off with a bang in this one. Fiora with what must be a contender for the goal of the season. I'd like to show you all the goals in this game, but we're going to see this free kick from Fiora that set us on our way. And just outside the box, left foot, top corner, and it looked even better from behind the goal. It was really bent in round the wall. Westwood then got a penalty on 14 minutes before they reduced the arrears on 23, just before half time. Donaghy got his first of 2, but they reduced the arrears again in the 5th minute of added time. 5 minutes added time in the first half. That's unusual. But 3-2 it was at half time. We rollocked them at half time, and we came out second half. Donaghy made it 4-2 on 46, but then we got an injury and Fiora went off, and that changed the game. He is our top player, is Fiora. He's got a calf injury, he's likely to be out for 3 or 4 weeks, so he's missing today's game against Guiseley, which is a blow. Wheeler then got a penalty to reduce the arrears to 4-3. There was 8 minutes of added time in this, and we scored on the 8th minute of added time, but it went on for over 10 minutes of added time. Could be due to all the bookings the referee was handing out. We picked up 4 yellow cards in this one, and based on the XG, they had the better chances. So again, we got 5 goals from 2.12, 2 apiece from Donaghy and Westwood, and that free kick from Fiora. And Fiora, Donaghy and Westwood making the team of the week for this performance, and Trusty's got to be unlucky not to be in there as well. So we come into today's game against Guiseley, still top of the league, and this is where Football Manager has been playing games with us. If we look at the league table, we are top, 49 points. Guiseley played a game in midweek. This is due to the FA Trophy rearrangements, but their game against Matlock, who were lower mid-table, was rearranged for the midweek prior to this. So Guiseley will be a bit more out of condition than us, but they are 2 points behind us, and if they win today, they'll go top. It's a bit of shenanigans there from Football Manager rearranging that game so Guiseley could go top. As we see, 15 wins, 4 draws, 0 defeats. We're the only unbeaten team, and we're going to go into this one positive. We haven't won in our previous 12 games against Guiseley, and we had an earlier season draw against them at home. A draw would be fine for us, but what we've got to do is be positive and not hand them the momentum. Just to mention before we look at today's team that in the FA Trophy third round, we've been drawn away to Matlock, who Guiseley beat in midweek. They are 16th, certainly a winnable tie. We really got to focus on the league and not worry too much about the FA Trophy. We've got to get into that National League again, and with the team we've got this season, we've certainly got more strength in depth. So let's have a look at today's team then. So with our top player Fiora missing this game, then we've got a slight rejig. Atwood has got the job. He can play as a midfielder, either as a defensive midfielder or as a central midfielder, and that's where we're going to play him, as a ball-winning midfielder. That's what the role that Fiora's been playing, and he's certainly got the attributes for it. 13 aggression, 13 tackling, 12 marking, jumping reach 11, heading 9. So he shouldn't struggle in that position at all. Strength 14, stamina, agility, all the attributes for this position. It's the first time he's played there, but I'm not worried at all. The back three, Higby comes in as a central one with Sams and Florio. Macaulay, the skipper, of course, in goals. Claxton, with his assist, has got the nod at left wing back. Atwood and Greenwell form the central midfield, and our fabulous front four. Look at the lines between those front three, especially Donaghy, Westwood and Trusty, and Keenley side on the wide right. So we're going in positive, as I said. The new formation, 4-2-2-2. So any formations that you seem to make up on Football Manager that are not standard, it seems to struggle with them, and this tactic fits that bill. And I would definitely advocate playing with a shadow striker if you've got a player to suit that role. So we're in the dressing room for the pre-match team talk. Before we say anything, Macaulay and Donaghy are motivated, and Gianluca is saying if you carry on the last performance into this match, we'll do well. We'll go with what Gianluca's saying, and that's inspired Keenley side. Not much of a team talk, but let's get into this game then and see how Guiseley are lining up. They've got some good players in their team. A 4-4-2. They've made a change at goalkeeper. McWhirter, he's a record breaker. If you're a bit older, you'll know what that means. And he's on the bench with an injury. So we hopefully can press this young goalkeeper. Let's kick off then and skip the teams coming out. And let's have a quick shout of encourage. It's an early attack from Guiseley, but Donaghy's back there and dispossesses him, but they get the ball and it's first shot in. And did someone deflect that? They must have done. It's a corner, and early pressure from Guiseley, as you would expect. It's corner in and headed out by Greenwell. Put back in again, and Macaulay plucks that one out of the air. Well done, Macaulay. Of course, Guiseley are the favourites. They're set up to win this game, as we've said, by the game. They're odds on at 5-6. They've won 4 and drawn 1 of their last 5 games. We've won all our last 5, but it's all Guiseley in these highlights at the moment. He's certainly a danger man, Mavadidi, for me, and he hits the bar. Really a bad mischance that. He should have scored from there. We are 3-1, so we're really unfancied. 1446 tickets sold. Really chance there for Westwood. really big crowd. Our crowds have been on the up, been high 900s and 1,000. You can't wonder why, can you? All those goals going in recently. Garland Atkinson, and it's an opening goal for Stones. Garland Atkinson was marked out as a danger man. We're supposed to be marking him, but certainly let go by Claxton there, and he picks it up. Look, halfway line. We're just letting him run with it. Who is that that's with him? I don't think it is. Florio comes over, doesn't make the tackle, and it's an easy tap in for Stones, and an early goal there for Guiseley. Let's have a shout and encourage again. We've got to get into this game. So saying we're going on balance to start with, it hasn't worked. The momentum was with Guiseley early on, but it's pretty even game so far. We're not seeing any real highlights for us. Of course, the rain's pouring down, as it usually does. So on the left, it's Mavadivi again. He is a player, and is that a penalty? No. Anybody tackles in the box, you think it's a penalty these days. Tell Sal Higby to Matt Alsterfield. Where is he in midfield? No, we're not. And Macaulay comes out and gets that one. This could be our highlight here. As with Macaulay in the box, he's looking for somebody to play it to. But pressing Guiseley's knocking it long. And up there, we win the ball. Donaghy, Greenwell, Trusty's in. But Brell breaks to Greenwell. Third goal of the season, and we're back in the game. Certainly played that well. Long ball out from the back. And Westwood won a header, did he? I think he won it. Donaghy then plays Greenwell. Greenwell to Trusty. Ball breaks back to Greenwell and slots into more or less empty net there. 1-1, 35 minutes on the clock, and we're back in the game. And a bit of momentum at that point as well. So certainly they've had the better chances. 6 shots on target and a 1.78 XG, but it's all square at the break. Certainly in this game, Atwood's picked up a yellow card in his unfamiliar role, replacing Fiora. I'm proud of everyone's efforts. Keep going. We can win this. Yes, we're going to say that. Pump fist, can we? Yeah, not really done anything. Anybody not playing so well? How is Atwood 6.5? He's not really doing it, but we'll leave him on for now. And his replacement in defence, Higby's got a 6.5. So let's start the second half, and it's Guiseley again on the first attack. Walker, Mavadivi. We really should be marking him. I'm sure we are, but he seems to be in. That's Macaulay making a save again. He seems to be in fine form, is Mavadivi. After this, I'm just going to go in and check that we are marking him. It's Garland Atkinson, the other wingman, plays it in, and that was close, as it says in the commentary. Really good chances they're creating, Guiseley, but they've only got the 1 goal so far. And to say we're playing positive, we're not getting a lot on the attack. So Guiseley is certainly the better team at the moment, and it's that man Mavadivi again. We're going to have to stop him. We might have to play a right back, and it's in Stones again. Mavadivi this time supplying the ball in. Stones with his second goal of the game. Not John Stones, Josh Stones. And yeah, a good cross in, but he's got all the time in the world as Mavadivi. He's certainly a good player. And right footed cross in, and nobody jumped for it. Claxton and Florio, was it? Certainly we've seen that in a few games. We're giving goals away like that. So let's have a look at this opposition. Mavadivi, Mark Tightly, haven't got him on it. How did he miss that? He's certainly having a good game. Can we make any subs? Pretty early at 54 minutes, but Higby's not playing well at 6.4. Atwood at 6.4, Keeley side 6.4. I'm going to bring Fielding on, which was probably my instinct to do initially, but I thought give him a go there. I'm going to bring McGee on, and I'm going to play him on the left side. This is better as a left-sided. Is Florio a stopper? Yep. Florio can play in the centre. Westwood, Donaghy and Trusty are okay. It's just Keenly side on the right. We'll just leave it a little bit longer, or we may bring Banks on for him if he doesn't improve. So here he is, the man. Keenly side knocks it in, but are we going to get another goal back? Claxton back to Florio, to Sams, to Higby, Higby to Atwood. We haven't made the subs as yet. Subs still in the offing. Claxton has been creating some great assists from this left side. and he's going to get another cross in here. Can Donaghy get on the end? He does, but it's over the bar. Not the best of headers, it says, and a chance there. So those subs will now go in, and it's Guiseley on the attack again. And they've certainly been up for this game, more so than us. We seem to have lost a little bit of composure. There's Mavadivi again. Garland Atkinson, his fellow winger, belts it over the bar, and 2.51 their XG. We've made some chances, but it's Guiseley mainly on the ascent coming forward. It's Mavadivi again. Can they take him off? He's certainly a thorn in our side. And McGee heads that one out, but Iofa picks up outside the box. It's looking dangerous every time they attack. Mavadivi, look at that. They played it around, not a player in sight. And it's Mavadivi that scores. Was it? That'll make it 18 games without defeat. 3-1. Still time left. But poor defending by us. Sam's is ball watching. Goes to the back post. Mavadivi, it's changed passes. And just what were we playing? We're just watching them. There's no offside. Let's carry on and let's have a shout. We've got to demand more. We get a corner. Can we pull one back here? Keenley side with the corner and headed out, but back to Keenley side. Fielding knocks it in. Donaghy looked offside there anyway. Yes, he was, but he missed anyway. So another corner. Lots of highlights in this game, and that one's headed wide. So let's have a shout. We can't at the moment. Why can't we shout? And it's a highlight of ours. Claxton crossed to the Keenley side at the far post, but that's headed out by Witham. Mavadivi, what a man he is. And certainly the difference between the teams. Walker running down the left now. Plays it in. Richards heads over. They've had lots of chances. They could have won this at a canter. We're not in the game at all. And as I say, I think we were set up to lose this game. The game's decided. You're not going to win this. You've not won against Guiseley for so many games. They win and they're going to go top of the league, even though, as I've said, we've got a match in hand and we should retake that position. But yeah, let's have a change. Keenley side has not played today. 6.5 Westwood. There's only Trusty that's doing well. We're going to bring Banks on for Keenley side. We're going to pull him back here because he can play there. Macaulay's kept the score down at 7.4. He's our best player. Restart the game again. Let's demand more. And it's another poor performance, but they've blown us away. 3.49 XG, Guiseley. 10 shots on target. And we certainly can't complain. We're not in the game as such, especially second half. They've just taken it all away. And we're not going to see another highlight at all. And that's it. Another disappointing defeat. First defeat of the season, though. We've got to put it in context. We've been doing really, really well. And I just think whatever had done in this game, we wouldn't have won it. We have that game in hand, of course. So first time we've lost the position at the top. Point behind. Game in hand. Move on. Put it behind us. We've got to regroup and come back stronger. Let's have a look where we are going to come back. So we've got Barwell to play in midweek. They're bottom of the league. That was a game that was moved for the Matlock Cup tie. Then we've got Matlock away in the FA Trophy. Filed just outside the playoffs. We'll come back for that one on New Year's Day then. First game of 2032. Filed away. Hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a like and I hope to see you next time. For now, Dave Dog, goodbye.